Okay, Hare Krishna. Welcome back to Śrī Krishna Kathamritam. We'll continue our session on Chorastakam, Śrī Cauragraganya Puruṣāṣṭakam. Today is session 2. Yesterday, we started discussing about the first shloka, Vraje Prasiddham Navanita Chauram. We discussed that one line. So, Vraje Prasiddham Navanita Chauram. Śrī Krishna is very famously known as Navanita Chora in Vraja, in Vrindavan. And we discussed different pastimes or leelas of Krishna stealing butter. There were very nice, funny, episodes. We all had so much of joy hearing those yesterday. So Krishna Avatara is Paripurna Avatara. Why Śrī Krishna Avatara is Paripurna Avatara compared to other avatars? There are Dashavataras, and then one level above that, there are 26 avatars are there. But Krishna's avatars are unlimited. The description of 26 avatars are given in Bhagavatam. And Jayadeva Goswami has written Dashavatara Stotram, in which he has described Dashavataras. But Krishna avatars are unlimited. But even among all the unlimited, the Ananta Avatara of Krishna, only Krishna Avatara is Paripurna Avatara. Why? For various reasons. One reason is, only in Krishna Avatara, Bhagavan exhibits 64 arts, 64 skills. In Rama Avatara, there are only 59 skills that are exhibited. In Krishna Avatara, there are additional five arts or 5 skills that are exhibited. For example, playing flute. Playing flute is one of the arts that you will not see in Rama Avatara or any other avatars. So that is one reason why we call Śrī Krishna Avataram as Paripurna Avataram, because he exhibits all 64 arts in full. And reason number 2 is Krishna exhibits, or Krishna performs various leelas in Krishna Avatara that show us the 5 primary rasas in which a devotee can perform bhakti. 5 primary rasas and 7 secondary rasas. Śrī Krishna is known as Raso Vai Saha. Raso Vai Saha. Or another statement is, Śrī Krishna is Akila Rasamrita Murti. Akila Rasamrita Murti. He is the embodiment. Murti means the embodiment, the person, the personification. He is the personification of the nectar of all rasas. Akila Rasa. What we know is this 5 plus 7, 12 rasas. But there are unlimited in the spiritual world. The rasas are unlimited. Rasa basically means the essence. What is the essence in a relationship? The essence between Krishna and Arjuna is friendship. Sakya Rasa. The essence between Bhishma Dev and Krishna is Dasya Rasa. Servant. The essence between Hanuman and Ramachandra is Dasya Rasa. The essence between Yashodamma and Krishna is Vatsalya Rasa. The essence between Krishna and Gopis is Madhurya Rasa. The essence between Krishna and Radharani is Madhurya Rasa. The essence between Krishna and the dust in Vrindavan is Shantarasa. The essence between Krishna and the essence in the relationship between Krishna and the trees in Vrindavan is Shantarasa. Shantarasa means, so basically there are 5 primary rasas. What are those 5 primary rasas? Repeat after me, okay? Shantarasa,
Shantarasa,
Dasya rasa,
Dasya Rasa,
Sakhya rasa,
Sakhya Rasa,
Sakhya-rasa,
Vatsalya rasa,
Vatsalya Rasa,
Vatshalya-rasa,
Madhurya rasa.
Madhurya Rasa.
Madhurya-rasa.
Yeah. So Shantarasa is that rasa which is like a neutral. Like the trees, the land of Vrindavan, or the place where Krishna sits. For example, Krishna in Dwaraka, he sits on a simhasana, right? As a king, he sits on simhasana. Or the sandals that he wears, the padukas that he wears. So they all have a relationship. They are all serving him, right? They are fulfilling some purpose. They are fulfilling some need of Krishna. That means they are serving Krishna. Even though they are not living objects, they are achara. They are not chara, but they are achara. They don't have pranam, but still they are serving Krishna. So that is Shantarasa. Or even a person also can serve Krishna in Shantarasa. Like you will see many people who come to the temple, right? They come to the temple, some people I see, they stand too far from the deity. They drive half an hour from let's say Bothell, Linwood to Samamish or somewhere, or Redmond or Bellevue. And then after coming to the temple, they stand too far from the deity. And then what do? They just close their eyes, they pray for half a minute, and then maybe they sit there. They do pradakshina for 3 times, and then they sit there for a minute and then go. They neither sing anything, they don't hear any kirtan. So no shravanam, no kirtanam, no seva, nothing. They just come to get some peace. That also they spend like 1 or 2 minutes, that's all. So that is Shantarasa, neutral. Serving Krishna in neutral state. There's no rasa basically. Neutral state means there's no mellow. Like in friendship, you can crack jokes, you can eat with Krishna, you can play with Krishna, you can do so many things. So there is some experience, there is some bliss, there is some mellow. But in neutral state, if somebody is serving Krishna in neutral state, there is ananda, but there is no mellow. There's no rasa. Okay. So that is Shantarasa. Then Dasya Rasa, serving Krishna as a servant, serving Bhagavan as a servant, like how Hanuman served Ramachandra. Then Sakhya Rasa, serving Bhagavan as a friend, Arjuna, Sudama. Next one is Vatsalya, serving Krishna as a parent, Nanda Maharaj, Yashodamma, Devaki, Vasudeva, Kausalya, Dasharatha. Okay. The next one is Madhurya. Madhurya Rasa is conjugal lover, serving Krishna as conjugal lover, or serving Krishna or serving the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Bhagavan, as a husband. Like the relationship between Sriman Narayana and Sri Mahalakshmi is Madhurya. The relationship between Krishna and gopis, Krishna and Radharani is Madhurya. Ramachandra and Sita, Madhurya. Like that. So, and there are 7 rasas, 7 secondary rasas, like Bhayanaka, Bibhatsa, Ascharya, Krodha, Veera rasa. So like that, there are 7 secondary rasas. So all these rasas are completely exhibited, demonstrated, and experienced only in Krishna Avatara. That's why Krishna Avatara, this is the second reason why Krishna Avatara is Paripurna Avatara. First one is 64 arts. Second one is all the rasas. Krishna exhibits all the rasas in Krishna Avatara. Okay? And third one, the most important one is Krishna performs Balya Leela. Krishna performs Leelas in his childhood that are glorified, those Leelas are glorified the most. This you will not see in other avatars. Ramachandra, there's no description of Balya Leela. Narsimha Avatara, there's no description of Balya Leela. You know, Narsimha Avatara, straightforward, he comes out of the pillar. Vamana Avatara, Varaha, Matsya, Kurma, Parashuram, all these avatars, there's no description of Balya Leela. There's no Balyam actually. In many avatars, there is no Balyam. Only in Krishna Avatara, the Balyam is there, Balya Leelas are there, and those are the Leelas which are glorified the most. Even till today, if we hear these Balya Leelas, it gives so much of joy to us. When Krishna appeared in Dwapara Yuga in Vrindavan, Krishna never wanted to be recognized as God. In the material world, everyone, each one of us, we are all trying to play the game of God. We want to become God. We want to control people. We want to enjoy like God. We want everyone to serve us like how everyone serves God. We are exploiting the nature. We have this mentality of proprietorship, controllership, enjoyership, all of these things. So the funny part is, everyone in the material world is playing the game of God except who? What's the answer? The question is, everyone in the material world is trying to play the game of God except who? Come on, it's an easy answer.
God.
Except God. Very good. Except God. We are all trying to play the game of God except God. Krishna, when he appeared, he doesn't want to be recognized as God. He wants to be, because if Gopa boys consider him as God, they cannot play the way they are playing with him. They cannot crack jokes the way they are cracking jokes with him. They cannot tease Krishna. They cannot bully Krishna. The elderly gopis in Vrindavan, they were making Krishna dance for a small cup of buttermilk. One day when Krishna was playing on the streets, the elderly gopis, they saw Krishna, they wanted to tease him. So they said, Krishna, can you dance for us? If you dance, then we will give you buttermilk, chas. In Hindi or in Brajavasha also, you call it as chas. Chach or chas, whatever it is. So Krishna likes buttermilk, Krishna likes butter, Krishna likes buttermilk, Krishna likes all milk products. Why? Because he loves cows. So anything that is produced out of cow, he loves it. So Krishna said, all right, I will dance. And the gopis said, for every minute of your dance, we'll put some dot on your face. We'll put some mark on your face, and after 1 hour or so, we'll count how many number of dots you have, and we'll give you those many number of buttermilk cups. Krishna liked this idea. He said, sounds like a good deal. Then Krishna danced. He danced for 30 minutes or so. And then every minute the gopis started putting dots on his face, all over his face. And after 30 minutes, the face was full of dots. Then Krishna said, yes, now give me buttermilk. The elderly gopis, they don't have those many number of cups of buttermilk. So to escape from Krishna, they said, hey, look, Yashodhamma is coming. And now Krishna is afraid. Krishna is scared as soon as he heard that Yashodhamma is coming. Because when Yashodhamma comes, she will look at all the black dots on his face and she will scold him. So then immediately he wiped off all the dots on his face. And then he looked around and that there was no Yashodhamma. And then he figured out that the elderly gopis were teasing him. They were playing a game with him. And he started crying. And then the gopis said, no, don't cry. We will give you buttermilk. So let's start the game again. Then Krishna started dancing again. And then the gopis, this time they gave buttermilk to him. So this is how God is. God wants to enjoy leelas like this. He doesn't want to be God. The problem is with us only. We are all trying to be God. God doesn't want to be God. When somebody recites Purushashtakam, that is with Purushashtakam is recited with awe and reverence, with a lot of respect. You are glorifying the Aishwarya of Krishna, Aishwarya of Vishnu, Sriman Narayana. But the real bliss, Krishna finds the real bliss in playing as a little child. He finds the real bliss in being teased by elderly gopis. He finds the real bliss in playing with Gopa boys. He finds the real bliss in stealing butter and be called as a butter thief. When gopis come to Yashodhamma and complain, Krishna finds real bliss in that. So these are the things. How many times people discuss about Purushashtakam? Not many times. But how many times people discuss about Krishna stealing butter? Every time, every day. The butter, the Makkanchor Leela, these are discussed all the time. Because this is what it gives us bliss. So So Krishna comes in the control of the elderly gopis. What the devatas, yogis, what what they are doing to attain Krishna, to know Krishna, but they are not able to know Krishna, they are not able to attain Krishna. But these elderly gopis, they are making Krishna dance just for a cup of buttermilk. So seeing this, there is a Muslim poet called Raskan. In Vrindavan, there is a Muslim poet by the name Raskan. So he was from 16th or 17th century. So when he was meditating on this Leela, where gopis made Krishna dance for a small cup of buttermilk, this Muslim poet Raskan, he wrote a nice poem. Sheshu Ganeshu Maheshu Dineshu Jahi Nirantar Gave Jahi Anadi Ananta Akanda Acheda Suveda Batave Narad se Sukha Vyasa Rate Prachihare tu Puri Parna Pave Tahi Ahari ki Chohariya Chachiya Par Chachu Pe Nachu Nachaye. Sheshu Ganeshu Dineshu Maheshu Jahi Nirantar Gave. Shesh is Ananta Shesh. Ganesh is Lord Ganesha. Dinesh, who is Dinesh? Sun
Lord
God.
Surya.
Sun
Sun
God.
Surya. Sheshu, Ganeshu, Dineshu, Maheshu. Mahesh is Shiva. Sheshu, Ganeshu, Dineshu, Maheshu, Jahi Nirantara Gave. This is Brajbhasha. Jahi Nirantara Gave means all these great personalities, they are singing his glories every day. Jahi Anadi Ananta Akanda Acheda Suveda Batave. The Vedas glorify Krishna as Ananta, Akanda, Acheda, Abeda, Suveda. He who is unlimited, he who cannot be conquered by anyone, he who has no end, he who has no beginning and no end. The Vedas, if somebody is reading Vedas, they cannot know Krishna. Narad se sukha vyasa rate prachihare tu puri parna pave. Narada, Shukadeva Goswami, Vyasadev, Rate means they all recited various various shlokas, various kirtans, various bhajans, but even they could not attain him fully. And the last line, Chachi ahari ki chohariya chachiya bar chachu pe nachu nachaye. Tahi ahari ki chohariya. Chohari or chokri means like little girls, or girls. Girls are ladies. Tahi ahari ki chohariya chachiya bar chachu pe nachu nachaye. Chach means buttermilk. Chachiya bar chachu pe nachu nachaye. They made Krishna dance just for one cup of buttermilk. So why did we discuss all this? That means when devotees show unalloyed love and devotion, especially in these rasas, the Sakya rasa, Vatsalya rasa, Madhurya rasa, Krishna steals their heart. Krishna steals their heart. Now this is all the description for the second shloka actually. In Chorastakam, the Śrī Hridayasya Cauram. Śrī Hridayasya Cauram. Now we'll come back to the first shloka, but since I already gave some introduction, I want to connect this to the second shloka, the first line in second shloka. Śrī Radhikāya Hridayasya Cauram. He is that thief who stole the heart of Radharani. Now Radharani is the purest devotee, is the best devotee of all. She is the best devotee in the entire creation. Now when that line says Śrī Radhikāya Hridayasya Cauram, that thief who has stolen the heart of Radharani. That means Krishna steals the heart of the devotees. Radharani is given as an example because she is the topmost devotee. But anyone, any devotee who performs unalloyed devotion, ananya bhakti, Krishna steals their heart. The elderly gopis, they made Krishna dance for a buttermilk. So Krishna stole their heart. Krishna came under the control of these elderly gopis and Krishna stole their heart. Śrī Radhikāya Hridayasya Cauram. Now let's come to the second line of our shloka. So I want to give, I want to explain the structure of this entire Ashtakam. So the structure of this entire Ashtakam is like this. There are 8 shlokas, right? So the first two shlokas, they introduce Krishna. They give Krishna's job profile. They give Krishna's job profile. Let's say somebody has a resume. In the job profile, in the very beginning, what do you have? You write saying that 20 plus years of experience as an architect, as a software architect at so and so company. Okay, you write your job profile in 1 or 2 sentences. The next 2 shlokas, 3 and 4, these 2 shlokas, they talk about the different projects that Krishna has done, or different skills, expertise, the skill set. So in the resume, after writing about your profile in 1 or 2 sentences, on the very top, next you will write your skill set, expertise, or different projects that you have done, accomplishments. So here in the shloka number 3 and 4, Bilomangal Thakur talks about different projects, different skills, expertise, using which how Krishna stole different things. That is explained. Now after, so who are we talking about? We are talking about a thief. What kind of a thief? Such a great thief he is. He is popularly known as Navanita Chauram in Vrindavan. That is the job description. And then the different projects are described. So why? Because he is the most wanted person. Krishna is the most wanted person. You go to a jail, you will see a wanted board, right? And you will see pictures of different criminals, different thieves or robbers or criminals who are most wanted. So like that, this Krishna is the most wanted. So now when such person and everybody is searching for him, so what is the plan of action to catch him, to bind him, to captivate him? Now when there is a most wanted criminal, the police make a strategy to catch him, right? So like that, shloka number 5 and 6, Bilomangal Thakur explains the strategy by which one can captivate this thief, the most wanted thief. And then 7 and 8. So after you catch a thief, depending on the severity of the crime that the thief has performed, you send him to an appropriate jail. If a person is hardcore criminal, you send him to Andaman Nicobar, Tihar jail, where the security is very tight. So shloka number 7 and 8, they talk about the different security measurements that are used to prevent Krishna from escaping from that jail. So this is a very interesting way Bilomangal Thakur glorified Krishna. He is glorifying Krishna as the most wanted thief, and he is explaining how to catch him, and he is explaining how to tighten the security so that he will not escape. So what a beautiful, kirtan this is. If we meditate on this, it should melt our hearts. So yesterday when we were discussing, right, about Navanita Chauram. Navanita Chauram, we discussed that when our heart becomes pure like butter and also soft like butter. The white color of the butter represents purity, and the softness of the butter, it represents two things. Yesterday we discussed one. What did we discuss about softness of butter yesterday?
It should be soft with our heart should become soft with love for Krishna.
Ah, very good. It should become soft with love. That means feelings and emotions. Love means not just love, but there should be an outpour of feelings and emotions. As soon as you think about Krishna, as soon as you hear Krishna's name, as soon as you see some picture of Krishna, deity of Krishna in the temple, as soon as you close your eyes and meditate upon Krishna, your heart should melt with feelings and emotions. Then Krishna. That is one reason that we discussed yesterday, right? Softness of butter represents our feelings and emotions. When our heart melts for Krishna, Krishna will steal us. Krishna will steal our heart. Second thing that is represented by the softness of butter is compassion. One should have compassion for other jivas. One should have compassion for other jivas. Because Krishna says in Bhagavatam, there is a beautiful shloka in Uddhava Gita. Krishna says, if somebody comes to me and says that they are my devotee, I will not consider him as my devotee. But if somebody says they are devotee of my devotee, then I will consider him as my devotee. Now, what does that mean? That means we should become a devotee of his devotee. We should have compassion for other jivas. Not just loving God means not just loving Krishna, loving the deity of Krishna, but also loving everyone, loving all the people, serving everybody. Loving all the people means serving. Service is love made visible. That's the slogan or title on our food truck. If you ever see in Seattle area, our Samamish temple yellow color food truck, you will see a nice quotation there. Love is service made visible. No, I think it's the other way. Service is love made visible. Service means love made visible. If you simply say, I love you, I love you, I love you, it doesn't mean anything, right? We have to show that in action. We have to show that in service. Service is love made visible. We have to show the love by performing some service. Not only for Krishna, but for other jivas. We should have compassion for other jivas and serve everyone, love everyone. Okay, so that is the second one. The softness of the butter represents compassion for other jivas. Now we discussed that Krishna will steal our butter only when our heart becomes like white like butter and soft like butter, right? But our heart is not pure. We have so many anarthas in our heart. So do we have any hope that Bhagavan will come and steal our heart? Forget about stealing the heart. Will Bhagavan ever come and show some mercy to us when our heart is full of anarthas? Yes, he will come. What is the proof for that? Ramachandra. Sri Ramachandra, he went to different places. He lived in Ayodhya, he went to Chitrakoot, he went to various forests in when he was in exile. He went to various places in the forest. Like that, he also went to Lanka. All the other places, wherever he went, he was invited. Either he was invited by Agastya Rishi, or he was invited by different rishis, Vishwamitra Muni, Agastya Rishi. He was invited by different rishis. But only one place Ramachandra went without any invitation is Lanka. And all those places where he went with invitation, like Shabari also, he went to Shabari's hermitage. There is an invitation because Shabari has been waiting for Krishna, for Ramachandra every day. So it's an invitation, it's an open invitation for Ramachandra every day. All the places where Ramachandra went with an invitation, they are all devotees. Their heart is like butter. But the place where Ramachandra went, Lanka, without invitation, that place, the heart of all those demons, is full of impurities, full of contamination. So here is the proof. He goes to those places where it is like Lanka environment. Right now, each one of us, we are all carrying Lanka environment in our heart. The demoniac tendencies in our heart. We have all these anarthas. There is a miniature Ravanasura in our heart. There is a miniature Hiranyakashipu in our heart. There is a miniature Kumbhakarna in our heart. There is a miniature Hiranyaksha in our heart. But still, Lord is so merciful. He is Karuna Sindhu. He is Karuna Sindhu and Dina Bandhu. He will come. Even if we don't want God, even if there is no invitation, even if the heart is full of impurities, He will come. That's why He is God. If He shows partiality, that I will come only to devotees whose heart is pure, and I will not come to those people who are not pure, then He is not called God. God means that personality who shows no difference between devotees and demons. But what is the difference? What is the catch here? God is available to everyone equally, to devotees and demons, even to the heart which is full of anarthas. God is present here, right? He is available as Paramatma. He is already there. So the difference between the devotees whose heart is like butter and the demons whose heart is like Lanka environment is that the people whose heart is like Lanka environment, they cannot experience God, they cannot see God. God comes, God makes Himself available and visible, but we cannot see Him. Because we don't want to see Him. We don't want to see Him. That's why we cannot see Him. So we have to clear all these anarthas and make our heart like butter. Then Krishna will be visible to us. Okay. Now next one. Duküla-cauram. Gopańganănăm cha duküla-cauram. Dukula means clothes, vastram. Krishna is popularly known as stealer of clothes. Stealer of clothes of gopis. Now this Leela, Vastrapaharana Leela, this Vastrapaharana Leela is the most commonly misunderstood Leela. This is the most commonly misunderstood Leela. Many people criticized that, oh, why did Krishna steal the clothes of gopis? They never try to read scriptures. They never try to ask a genuine sadhu. They never ask this question with humility. They always ask this question with an argumentative mentality, like, oh, you are worshipping that Krishna who stole clothes of gopis. What kind of God is he? So they portray some kind of lusty picture there. But if somebody reads Shastra, if somebody reads Bhagavatam, then they will know the details, the internal meaning, hidden meaning behind Duküla-cauram. Shuka Mahamuni writes in Bhagavatam about these gopis whose clothes were stolen by Krishna. Shuka Mahamuni describes these gopis as Kumarikaha. Kumarikaha. It's a plural. Kumarikaha. Kumari, and their age was 5 years old. 5 years. And they were performing great austerities. In Kartika Masa, they were performing great austerities. They were eating saltless khichdi, and they were taking bath with ice cold water from Yamuna. Kartika Masa is a winter season, peak winter. And Vrindavan, Delhi, Vrindavan, Mathura, those areas, they get very cold. And especially Yamuna river, the water gets even colder. And taking bath early in the morning, in the Brahma Muhurta time, with ice cold water for 30 days, they were performing great austerity. And they were doing Katyayani Vrata by chanting Katyayani, Mahamaye, and so on. Why? All of this is to get Krishna as their husband. So when somebody is 5 years old and Krishna is stealing their clothes, so how is it offensive? Not at all. It's not at all offensive. We see many small children of that age, 2-year, 3-year, 5-year old. They don't even have proper clothes. And that is what we like them, right? When they are like that only, we love it. They look cute like that. So this is the external thing, okay? Why when Krishna stole clothes of these gopis, that is when the gopis were 5 years old, and Krishna was also very young that time. Probably he was younger than these gopis actually. So maybe Krishna was 2-3 year. So Krishna was younger than these gopis. So why does Krishna steal clothes? Multiple reasons. One reason is the clothes represent duplicity. You know what duplicity means? Duplicity means you are something inside but different outside. What you are inside is not what you show outside. So the clothes on our body, they are covering our body. So when Krishna is stealing these clothes, he indicates to say that if we are showing this duplicity, this fake mentality, no authenticity, no genuinity, but if we are demonstrating this fake mentality or duplicity, then Krishna presents some situation in our life by which the duplicity will be gone. That duplicity will be stolen away. He will not come and steal just like that, just like how he stole the clothes of gopis. But he will present a situation in our life, a difficult situation in our life, by which we will learn a lesson and that duplicity will be stolen away. So this is the internal meaning behind this Vastrapaharana Leela. Go Vastrapaharana Leela. Another meaning of this Go Vastrapaharana Leela is that Krishna wants us to develop detachment from everything. The clothes are also considered as our wealth. They are considered as our wealth. Clothes, jewelry, anything that we wear, anything that we possess. The clothes we possess, the jewelry we possess, house, car, these are all things that we possess. And when we are possessing something, we have some attachment to them. So Krishna wants us to get rid of this attachment, even from our clothes. If you all remember, when we were discussing that Nauka Vihara Leela in Manasi Ganga lake, when Krishna performed Nauka Vihara Leela with Radharani and other gopis, when Krishna acted as the boatman, he was riding the boat, and then every time he would stop the boat and tell the gopis that the boat is very heavy. It's fully loaded with pots of butter, milk products. Throw away all the pots. Otherwise, it's difficult to row the boat. It was midnight, and the gopis have to cross from one end to the other end of the Yamuna river, and there was no other boat available. So out of that helpless condition, they threw away all the pots in the river. And then Krishna rowed the boat for some time. And then after some time, Krishna said, "No, the boat is still heavy. Throw away your jewelry." And then they all threw away their jewelry. And after some time, Krishna said, "The boat is still heavy. I cannot row like this. You throw away your clothes also." And then this time Gopi said, "Now if you don't row the boat, we are going to throw you in the river." And then having heard this, Krishna started rowing the boat. So that means these are all the attachments. We have attachment. The gopis had an attachment with the pots. Gopis had attachment with the jewelry, clothes, and so on. So by asking them to throw all these things one at a time, Krishna is asking them to develop detachment from them. So similarly here, Go Vastrapaharana Leela, Gopa Vastrapaharana Leela, Krishna is showing, Krishna is teaching us to develop some detachment. One of the Shad Goswamis is Sanatana Goswami. One day, Sanatana Goswami was wearing a very nice silk shawl. Somebody gifted him, and he was wearing that nice silk shawl. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he saw Sanatana Goswami wearing this silk shawl. And then when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came to Sanatana Goswami to see him, he was looking at the shawl of Sanatana Goswami. He did not say anything. But Sanatana Goswami understood. Even without Chaitanya Mahaprabhu saying even a single word, Sanatana Goswami understood everything. As they say in Hindi, right? समझदार को इशारा काफी है. समझदार को इशारा काफी. For a wise person, a small clue or a sign, an indication is enough. You don't have to explain in a lot of sentences. So समझदार को इशारा काफी. So Sanatana Goswami understood everything, and then he went into the street and saw a homeless person wearing a very old rug. That shawl has many clothes, many holes in it. It's completely, torn. It's like in bits and pieces. It's not even a complete shawl. It's bits and pieces, very old one. Sanatana Goswami went to this homeless person, this beggar, and asked him, can you exchange our shawls? I'll give you this beautiful shawl of mine and you give me yours. The beggar said, are you serious? The shawl that you have is very expensive and it's a very nice one, silk. Whereas mine, it has so many holes. Sanatana Goswami said, that's why I want it. That's why I want it. And then this beggar happily exchanged the shawls. And Sanatana Goswami, he went back to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu wearing that old shawl that has so many holes in it. Seeing this, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu told Sanatana Goswami, "Oh Sanatana Goswami, that silk shawl was the last snare of Maya. That silk shawl that you are wearing, that was the last snare of Maya, for which you had a tinge of attachment. Now you are completely free from that. You are completely detached. Now you are liberated." So that means from this real life story, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is teaching us that we should not have attachment to even our clothes that we are wearing. That means it doesn't mean that we should not wear clothes, right? We should wear clothes, but we should not be attached to them. We should not spend too much time in in shopping for them. We should not spend unnecessarily. So just be satisfied with the bare minimum clothes and don't put an extra endeavor. Don't be attached to them. So duküla-cauram. Now an Acharya beautifully writes a commentary on this Leela in which Krishna steals the clothes of gopis. He connects this Leela with the Vastrapaharana incident of Draupadi. Draupadi Vastrapaharanam. Draupadi Vastrapaharanam was done by Duryodhana, Dushasana and the assembly to insult Draupadi, to insult the Pandavas. So during that time, what did Draupadi pray to Krishna? Govinda Dwaraka Vasin Krishna Gopi Janapriya. Everybody please say, Govinda Dwaraka Vasin
Govinda Dwaraka Vasin
Krishna Gopi Janapriya.
Krishna Gopi Janapriya.
Yeah. So the gopis were saying, so this Acharya writes this commentary saying that Draupadi, he was calling out to Govinda Dwaraka Vasin Krishna Gopi Janapriya. Gopi Janapriya means Krishna is dear to the gopis. Or the gopis are dear to Krishna. And when Draupadi was calling out to Krishna like this, she did not just say Krishna. She said Krishna with a with a long syllable, with a guru, not a lagu, not a short syllable, but a long syllable. When you are calling out to somebody with intensity, with arti, you will say Krishna Narayana Kila Guru Bhagavan Namaste Krishna with a dirgham. Krishna with a dirgham, not just Krishna. So when the word Krishna is written with a long syllable Ana, when Ana is written as long syllable, Krishna, that refers to Draupadi. Because Draupadi is in dark complexion. She is in the same color as Krishna. The word Krishna means dark. Because Draupadi is dark in complexion, Draupadi is many times in the Shastras, in Mahabharata, in Bhagavatam, Draupadi is described as Krishna. And also female, the females are described using long syllable. Like Rama, Sita, Radha, Krishna. Not Radha Krishna, right? Radha Krishna. Lakshmi Narasimha, not Lakshmi Narasimha. Lakshmi Narasimha. Sita Rama, Radha Krishna. So for females, there is a long syllable. The name ends with a long syllable when you write it in Sanskrit. So when Draupadi was calling out, Govinda Dwaraka Vasin Krishna Gopi Janapriya, this Acharya writes a commentary saying that no, I think I messed it up. When Gopi, Draupadi was calling out to Krishna as Govinda Dwaraka Vasin Krishna Gopi Janapriya. So there, Draupadi is taking the names of gopis. So this Acharya writes that Draupadi is referring to Krishna stealing the clothes of the gopis. Just like how Duryodhana Dushasan, they are stealing her clothes. She is referring to the clothes stealing episode of gopis there. But the purpose and intention is totally different. And now coming back to gopis. When gopis were performing Katyayani Vrata, at the end of the Vrata, every day, what did they used to say? They used to say, Sarvam Śrī Krishnārpanamastu. Sarvam Śrī Krishnārpanamastu. Krishna with a long syllable, Dirgham. That means it refers to Draupadi. Sarvam, that means all these clothes that Krishna is stealing from us. Krishnārpanamastu. May all these clothes be given to Krishna, who is Draupadi. So like that, this Acharya linked these two things. The clothes were stolen, which were stolen by Krishna from gopis. Krishna used those clothes to give unlimited sari to Draupadi. I mean, it did not happen for real like that. Krishna doesn't have to, right? Krishna simply by his Ichcha Shakti, simply by his desire, he can manifest brand new silk sari, unlimited sari bandar. He can manifest sari bandar only. He doesn't need clothes from gopis to give it to Draupadi. But this Acharya writes beautifully the purpose behind linking these two episodes, saying that the pure devotees of God, they sacrifice their life, they sacrifice everything that they have for the welfare of those who are in need. Now gopis, they are surrendered, they are pure devotees of Krishna. They have surrendered everything, they have sacrificed everything to Krishna. Sarvam Śrī Krishnārpanamastu. Now Draupadi is in need here, she is in need of clothes. That means the pure devotees, gopis, they sacrifice their clothes for Draupadi. Even at the cost of not having their clothes, gopis sacrifice their clothes to help Draupadi. Now these two leelas happened at totally different time frames. There is no connection at all. And there is no actual transfer of the cloth from gopis to Draupadi. But this has to be understood like that. The Acharya writes it like this. That when pure devotees sacrifice and surrender their life for those who are in need, for the welfare of those who are in need, for the welfare of those who are struggling in their bhakti sadhana, the pure devotees, they sacrifice their life. Okay, so it's 10 o'clock. I think we spent good amount of time discussing about second line.
Regarding Gopis Vastraparna,
uh,
said one more story is that
yeah.
any person, whether it is male or female, without achadana on the body, they should not perform the bath.
Mm. Yes.
But
Correct.
even though they are in the Kachayani Vrata, they
Yeah.
should not remove their clothes and they should be bathed with their clothes.
Mm.
That is the one reason where I read that.
Mm. Yeah. 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 Yes, I also read it like that. Yes. Mm.
Not even in our household bathroom also, there should be an achadana is there.
Yes.
Male or female.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it is insulting the devatas. But
Correct.
how it is related to the devatas, I don't know. But I read like that.
Yeah, because the water is Varuna Deva. Water is Varuna Deva, right?
It is a great insult to the devatas.
Yeah. Mm. The Paramatma is watching, and all the, the sun is watching, moon is watching. Yeah? The water is nothing but Varuna Dev.
Ashtadikpal.
Ah,
Ashtadikpal.
yes. From all 8 directions, the devatas are watching. So, yeah.
What is the instruction? We should take bath with clothes on?
Minimum
Yeah.
achadana, bare minimum clothes is compulsory.
Yeah,
Otherwise, it's a great insult to the devatas, demigods.
correct. Yeah, I heard that. Yeah, we should have at least something on our body.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Is it because in the olden times they used to take bath in the river in public spaces?
No, not because of that. But um, as Ramesh Garu said, right? It's an insult to the devatas. Just like how, see, there is nothing like private space because God is watching, devatas are watching, everybody is watching. Now, just like how we don't go out in public without any clothes, similarly, even when we are in our private space, in our, when we are taking shower, we should not consider that nobody is watching us. So when somebody is watching, then obviously we'll cover our body, right? So we should have some bare minimum and bathe.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know how to. Okay. Okay, thank you for sharing.
Yeah. Mm. Okay. So what are the other 2 lines? Aneka janmarjita papa chauram chauragraganyam purusham namami. So we'll discuss that line on Monday. Probably will take a couple of days. Okay. We will not take
One more thing
long
I should
time.
cover.
Huh?
he told that in
In two days, entire Ashtakam.
no. In the Gopi Balas not bullying Krishna. They are obeying his instruction. But in 11th chapter, 41 sloka, Arjuna says, Saketi Matva Prasabam Yaduktam, He Krishna, He Yadav, He Saketi, Ajanata Mahimananta Devam, Maya Pramadat Pranayena Mapi. So, knowingly, unknowingly, he is bullying the Krishna.
Yeah.
Then, after he knows he experienced he is the God, then he repent. There is a repentance from his heart.
Yeah. So after Krishna showed Vishwarupa, then Arjuna said, I was ridiculing with you, I was joking with you. So please forgive me. Yeah. Okay. So I think we'll pause here. Mangalam Kausalendraya Mahaniya Gunatmane Chakravarti Tanujaya Sarvabhaumaya Mangalam. Śrī Krishna Katamritam ki jai. Śrī Cauragraganya Puruṣāṣṭakam ki jai.
Narayana Kala Guru Bhagavan Namaste.
Narayana Guru Bhagavan Namaste. Namo Namo Navanita Choram. Namo Namo Gopi Jana Vastra Choram. Namo Namo Bhakta Jana Chitta Choram. Cauragraganyam Purusham Namami. Okay? Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Yeah, thank you.
Prabhuji.
Yes, Neela. You had something?
No, I just said thank you, Prabhuji.
Okay. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
I did have some, but I will send it to you separately.
Yes,
Thank
yes.
you.
Yeah, we can talk offline. Yeah.
Yeah.